Alright, let's go on. Who's time? I get some coffee and get some gaming news. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, this here. Oh, this here. Now let me get the camera. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or maybe, do it. Stay up. Fix your schedule. But it's been already, what, 5 years of my observations, and I can't doubt that's gonna help you. So maybe not worth trying. And maybe not so worth. Alright. Moment. There we go. Alright, we good. Let's go. It's got no fixing. Ooh, man, it's so warm. It's gonna be easy after this, probably. A bit too dank. Alright, let's get that water. Then we get that coffee. Let's go on. This way. Alright. It is. Oh, there it is. Oh, the Embracer. One and only. Oh, one and only. I need to get some coffee orders soon. Quite soon. Quite soon. Selpo, hello. How you doing, man? And I ordered some dink sauce. Someone apparently started growing ghost peppers, actually, on the Black Sea coast here. And they started selling some homemade sauces out of that. So I ordered one to try. The tomato one. Really, they're not super crazy. Might be also because, the region maybe is not the super crazy good for, their spiciness. I mean, still, kind of like the warmest areas we have here, but it's still probably not as good as like where they usually are, like in India and everything, right? Because they sell them like separately, also like marinated, and people who try said it's not like, completely like you would imagine ghost pepper is, right? So it's probably like way weaker. Okay, they got one like the tomato one with like the old Fallout 2 perk. I think it was Slayer, actually. What is Slayer? No, I think it was a different one. I think Slayer is where he like sits on the throne with like the huge sword. And this one is the one when he's like with machete and stuff with like a head of the Deathclaw or something cut out. Maybe it actually wasn't even in the second one. I don't remember which perk was that. They're using like the Fallout stuff in the design of the package. Not gonna tell Todd, man. I'm gonna have some words, to say there. Even though, considering nowadays a landscape, probably not really. Hey, Antrax, hello. How you doing? And it's gonna arrive Tuesday, I think. How was your trip, man? You back already? Hey, Fade, hello. Nice interaction, nice. Sounds good, eh? Sounds good, eh? Well, that sounds good, eh? There we go. Yes, here, Drax, I see. The insane racing continues. Feels good, man. Feels good. Do it, do it. Oh, it's DreamHack now, right? Everyone's gonna be there now. Everyone's a DreamHack. I see. When's the TwitchCon, actually? I don't remember. Was it, like, also soon, or was it in July already? No, this weekend I'm here, but for TwitchCon I'll need to plan then. So I don't really have anything on that weekend, but yeah, depends. Maybe there is already something. It's already until like the middle of July. Things are already kinda planned. And then it's already gonna be almost time to get my vacation, probably some moving. All right. Then wash the grinder. Clean the grinder. July 7 until 9. Oh, that's actually nice. That is actually a really good week. Because we're probably gonna go like in the middle of the week to my friend's birthday. And that's the one with the countryside house, and he has day offs Wednesday, Thursday, so that will be perfect then. Yeah, like 5th, 6th, I'm probably gonna be there, and then I return, and then I will be alive too. The fucking trucks, alright. Think so. Nah, I would be kinda interested to go and everything. Would be nice, but yeah, right now, even though it's kinda technically possible, it would be even kind of nice because at least I maybe would get like a couple of years of a visa open there if I would get lucky. But yeah, it's still a huge chunk of money. And I will need all that for the move. And the visa from there I'm already not going to be able to open. For visa you would need to return. And I think we're not going to be returning anytime soon. So I'm probably not going to be traveling at least the visa countries, you know, the complicated visa countries for a while. Because from another country you can't apply in the embassy unless you are a resident of that country. For that you need to get the residency, and that is not that simple. Isaac Mark, hello. Well, I mean, it's simple if you have a lot of money, but if you don't, it's not. So yeah, I would say a few years for sure of chilling. Well, I already told Trizzy that if he wants to have some vacation, he will be welcome. Especially since plan for now is to go to Batumi, which is the the coastal city in Georgia, the Black Sea shore. So you can actually go there for some proper vacation, really. With sea and everything. Let's go in Zekmakelo. Alright, filter. In. There we go. I can't wait to go, really. So we can go on the grind. It's like everyone's gonna be farming. Right now, I think I even kind of gonna like chill out a little. With like day offs and like evening streams also, we'll see. I'm gonna be kind of on the low swing for a while. Maybe today I just even gonna just play more Diablo or something. Like too much going on is too overwhelming for the brain. And I want some more Unity progress too. I need to do some scheduling. Let's get some condensed milk too, a little. It ain't much here. And there is also going to be a more motivating environment. This is going to be 3 of us on the grind then. Like one of the TV channels where my friend is working who left already. With governmental investments, he's not going to be doing any business with all who ran anymore. But they also at the same time like lost all the projects they were doing on that channel to another one, and that one actually doesn't mind working with those who left. So for now my friend at least gonna have some work, but he already also wants to kind of disassociate, work with some international stuff. As a TV editor, hopefully we're gonna get him into a little more, you know, financially reasonable mood, into more saving, because we're gonna go like full hobo mode. It's like my friend we're going with together, he currently doesn't really have any income, and just said that, you know, fuck that shit, dude. I'll try to handle it as best as can. We're both gonna be hobos together. King only rice? I don't even mind, really, to be honest. Don't even mind. We had that stage before. That stage was still probably the best time in my life, actually. I would gladly return. It was not about what we were eating. It was all about, you know, how we were all living together. Hustling and bustling together. Anything we still manage on the budget, actually. We kind of tried to start super hardcore, like the oatmeal with the water all day. We lasted for like 2 days, I think. I think on third day, like I was already like, well, all of us pretty much were starting, you know, to feel, you know, that you're about to puke when eating that. So we decided to go with a little bit more diverse diet, you know. At least not milk instead of water. Oh, that's the problem with me too. I like food too much. Like I eat way more than I need, you know. And that's even like why I have problems, you know, with like weight and everything. It's not really because I'm like hungry or something a lot. It's just because I like some tasty stuff. AJ, hello. How you doing? So I kind of want to fix that. Well, not removing the tasty stuff, but you know, consuming less. Just don't have money to eat, problem solved. Well, that's how it's gonna be, exactly. That's exactly how it's gonna be. And I don't even mind, really. I'll eat the rice and everything, and then maybe once in a while, you know, just go treat yourself. They actually have Wendy's there. I was like, what the fuck? Last time I ate Wendy's was in 2014. When, you know, the chapter 1. Technically that wasn't 1, I guess. Of the current Fiesta started. That's when they left our market. And I even learned that they were here for the first time because I saw it on the news that they're leaving. I'm like, bruh. And I didn't even know. I need to try it. So I was going there trying, and it was good. I want more. Alright, let's go. Well, let's see what is up. There we go. See, that's exactly the thing I want to tame. Like, you know, to eat a bit less in general. So when it's like tasty even, you know, just a little bit is enough. Because I'm ordering something tasty, for example, it still ends up being a lot. Well, it actually doesn't help that they always have those, like, you know, special offers and everything. Like, you go to some, like, I don't know, McDonald's or something, you basically kind of like... And like, I go there to get ice cream, and then they have this, like, stuff, you know, oh, we have, like, discount on that right now. If you get 3 of these things together, you get discount. And then if you order for, like, $5, you're gonna get also this thing for free. And, like, bro, I wanted ice cream, but I ended up with, like, a bag, like, a full meal. And same like with like ordering pizza or something. Well, you order that, you get one for free, and then you go for the financial value. Then you end up a whole bunch of pizza, which is good, but not for me alone. Because I can eat, bro. And that I can. That I'm very talented at. Upping the calorie expending, as in you mean like working out and stuff? Yeah, I did. I was swimming and working out every day until, you know, the fun times started. And since then I haven't. And whenever I try to, and I'm like, all right, it's about time, I'm gonna go get myself the gym pass for a year. And then it's like, oh, hello. We're gonna start mobilizing people, so now it's time to sit fucking home and pray instead of going. And then, you know, like, then there's another stuff going on, and another one, and a new chapter. So I never really got back to it. Seesaw prayers, see, nice, nice. So yeah, for now, not a lot of spending, not a lot of spending for me. No, actually it was fine, I was losing. I just like started gaining now during the last, well, I mean, I guess, I assume, because I was eating a lot last week. Since all the shows and everything, like every morning we just like gather with my friend, go to this Uzbekian place, get some like the plate of plov and everything because it's cheap and good there, and some chiburek on the side, you know, and then at home watching shows, eat some chips and everything. But normally on my regular days, even without much caloric spending, I already was kind of losing, to be honest. because I eat kind of like way less nowadays, but it's still not that good. Still not that good, eh? Heaviest 120. My heaviest was 143. That was pretty much kind of the same, just like my belly was like way bigger. And no one would believe because, and I couldn't believe that I actually had that much because it didn't impact me in the slightest. Like I didn't, like I wasn't dying after going to the bathroom, losing my breath or something. Like there was no difference for me really until I got on the scales and I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit too much. Since then, I'm mostly like around 120. Like right now, I'm basically 120. And it also doesn't really affect me that much because I'm in general. That's my constitution. And below 100, I probably never will even go. That's just impossible. I don't even mind. Again, it's not even about like my weight and stuff. It's more about the consumption, lowering the consumption from the financial perspective mostly, and health because I need to get better diet again. So like gout doesn't return, this kind of shit. More balanced diet. Now I have like magic pills if needed, so it hopefully doesn't return. Whenever I eat too much meat, drink too much beer and everything, I'll just take the magic pill, and so far it kind of helps. But I rather not. You see, Sapper, I see. Yeah, I'm like outside of previous week, I was dropping slowly. It was kind of like, you know, like some week you just kind of like decide to go eat some garbo and you get a little bit of plus, and then most of the weeks you just kind of like. I think it's like the grandma's food that she's making for me, right? And my food boxes is not exactly the healthiest stuff. Let's put it that way. It's like meat, with cheese, with mayo, the classic stuff they have here, with patat, baked together, and all that is not a diet food for sure. Nice, Turbilis, nice. So you're like, hello, by the way. So moving also gonna solve that problem. Because that friend who is right now with no sources of income, he's gonna take over the cooking and stuff. He's also good at that, pretty good, and he's very like stick. So hopefully we just kind of try to adjust to his lifestyle. So we go towards the stickiness a little too. Yeah, for now we do plan. It's hard to plan because some shit might happen always. But yeah, in August we kind of plan to. In August we kind of plan to. Next week gonna meet with my cousin that is coming from Georgia, and she's there already since like February last year, basically when shit started. So gonna ask her because I'm planning to go there too, even though it's gonna be different city, but still. But still, and I need to convince my friend to go by the train. I want to go by the train, man. It takes longer and everything, but I want to. The last train ride and get the PC and everything with me. Kind of want to get a laptop, but we'll see. It's kind of like probably 1,500 or something to dump in, and that's still need to upgrade the PC at least or something because you like Starfield, all that stuff. Looking at the requirements, are gonna probably suffer already. You're right. Let's see. Focus Entertainment created a new studio that will be working on ambitious multiplayer projects. Or one project currently. Another ambitious multiplayer. That smells like a live service to me. Oh damn. The queen is making news, even on our websites here. Losing his hardcore character after 172 hours. Level 91 because of the bug. That actually, like, I don't know, I'm lucky. Like, I so far had 3 times, I think, when I got like crashed. Yeah, queen. And when I was playing like today also probably in the evening we're gonna do that. We basically just run like Hell Tides with 2 of my friends in the evening, and like when I'm playing with them, so far like each of them crashed at least once in 2 days we played together. One of them only yesterday crashed twice. He's Necromancer actually. It says like some teleport bug, but I don't think Necromancer does teleport or something. But yeah, it's just like it's crashing for people a lot. Hey Window, the hello, the dog tamer, yeah. So him for doing going again. I mean, it's content, you know. It's content after all. And there's probably like no other like dink content, you know, until next league in Path of Exile, right? So he has some time. He has some time. Maybe like Diablo or some other ARPG would be like, you know, my main stuff, or at least something that a lot of people would be watching. Like, bro, let's go. I'm down for the challenges and stuff. Another Druiden got boosted to 50. Oh, it's boosting kind of like considered fine in the rules. Hey, Pony Dialo. Yeah, boosting in dungeon, like the dungeons are pretty nice. Is it only up until level 50 and then it kind of slows down, or how does that work? Because we were running like a few dungeons. Like our friend is like 70, and he took us with me and another friend in a few dungeons. Like I wouldn't say it was like some crazy leveling already. So I guess past 50 is already not that good. I see Window. I see. I see Pony. I see. Oh, I slowed down at 50. Okay, I see. All right. That's good at least. The only thing so far I kind of like, wouldn't say dislike much, but kind of like a little less than in Diablo 3. Like I don't like the part when in Diablo 3, for example, you level to the max and then you kind of like stop there, right? But at least after that you just kind of grind, you get like something better, you upgrade it, you wear it and everything, right? And here you kind of like slowly leveling, but you have like way more of these like steps when you need to like completely switch all your gear and everything, look for some new equipment and stuff. That is a little kind of like, I don't know, like something I like less, kind of. Not even the process itself of getting new shit. It's just kind of like you don't settle on something more much, right? You just kind of like constantly look for some upgrade, and you don't want to kind of like, you know, go all out with the switching some piece of gear that you got now. Like on max level, it's easier. It's like, okay, this is like max level piece of gear, you know, it seems kind of like really good. I'm gonna reroll stats on it. I'm gonna fully upgrade it. I'm gonna like, you know, deck it out fully, and I'm done. But yeah, that also kind of makes it way faster though. You kind of level fast to the max, then you just kind of like grind for a bit, and you already like in a few days probably completely decked out and ready to go. And then what? You know, we'll see, I guess, how they're gonna handle leagues and everything. I hope they will be doing them in a good way. My friend, he's not thinking so. He thinks it's gonna be the same shit as in Diablo 3, and that will be very sad, eh? BattleBit Remastered and tops Steam charts and amazes players. Damn son, haven't even seen that. Haven't even seen that. The head of Xbox Game Studios told about the future of Halo and commented on the Redfall fiasco. He admitted his fault, but said that the game is somewhat popular in Game Pass. Some people actually playing it for free somehow. Twitch has announced its Partner Plus program, which will introduce a new 70-30 revenue share in favor of streamers. Well, I mean, it's not new. It's old, eh? But now it's actually good that there is some sort of like you can get it, and it's kind of clear how to get it. So that's a good thing. That is actually a good thing. Like the negative things I kind of see there is, first of all, there's probably going to be like a lot of subathons and stuff. Prepare for that, most likely. Because with regular partner, like to get it, you need 350 paid subs. So not gifties, paid subs. Primes, I think, kind of work though. I didn't even look into it, but I think primes work for it. Just no gifties, just plain, one person, one sub count. So if you get that, then you get the partner plus with the better split. But yeah, the thing is, like the regular partner, you require like amount of hours you stream, you require amount of viewers you have and everything. So it's kind of like something you can't really boost too much. Let's put it that way, right? If you do subathon, you can't really make, more viewers that way. Well, I mean, you kind of naturally kind of get more viewers, right? Because you can like live a lot and kind of more hyped and everything. So you kind of get a little better numbers. But the thing is, they also, on average, they kind of worse because you have this downtime when you like sleep, for example, obviously, right? And do some other things that are not as interesting, and people kind of leave. So your average still kind of like, in the end, probably even worse. I assume. I think so. Or at least it's kind of like samey. So you don't really win much from that, but you can't really like, oh, yo, guys, like, bring friends to watch me, and then I'm gonna like do some challenge or something, right? Like it doesn't work like that. And with just the number of subs, that kind of does work like that. So people probably gonna do a lot of subathons now just to reach those numbers, just to get. And actually, you need also 3 months in a row of that. So that's a lot of subathoning, I guess, right? To keep it for 3 months above 350 subs. So maybe there will be a bunch now. So you hold it for 3 months, and then you get 1 year of increased revenue share, basically. Which, I mean, overall is still kind of a good thing, I would say. I would say just expect there will be more grind. There will be more grind, and all those subathons in the end probably gonna like lose a lot of kind of appeal to people because everyone and their mom gonna be doing it, and they probably also gonna be trying to kind of stretch them, right? Not to like do like one like hyped one in a month, for example, or something, but kind of try to delay them. Like Tree's longest one was what, 2 months, I think, right, or something. And you need three. So like, and he's already was like super long and everything, right? And you need three. So it's just kind of gonna be somehow people gonna be probably trying to kind of like stretch them out a little bit and everything just to get this like 3 months of like the sub numbers going. We'll see though. We'll see. And that it's still a good thing though that they get the some sort of like milestone now, some sort of like carrot on a stick basically for people to kind of like go to push forward to, because otherwise there's kind of no point really like motivating people to sub. You rather motivate them to donate or something because the share is better and no one wants to lose that 50. And big streamers don't care about neither really. No subbing, no donating, they don't give a shit probably at this point already. It's all about sponsorships. But yeah, overall a good thing. Another downside, I don't know, I hope Twitch will figure out some sort of way to control that, because there is regional prices of subs and primes, right? Like, for example, if you sub from here, I mean, who's gonna do that? For what reason? Well, actually, I guess, yeah, why not? You still kind of like, if you want to support, right? Why not? Still, some people still sub. You can sub from here. You just don't get any money if you are here and someone is subbing to you from anywhere, right? But you can sub from here, no problems. And it's like $1 per month. I think if you go for 6 months at least, you pay like, yeah, like $1 per month basically. So I have a feeling there's gonna be some services, most likely, right, that gonna have just a bunch of accounts made, and you pay them like, like $500, and they spend basically $350, right? And you get your 350 subs to pass the milestone. You do that for 3 months, spend $1,500, right? And you get yourself your partner plus. And if you're averaging like a couple of hundred subs, that's probably still going to be worth for you. Like you spend 1,500, but you gain a whole year of like extra 20% income. You need to do some calculations though, to be honest, at which point it's kind of worth using that service of sorts. But I have a feeling there's going to be something like that. Like all those people who were doing some like money laundering through streamers, they probably now going to start sending offers to, you know, like, oh, yo, we're going to like get you like 350 subs on different accounts, and you get your partner plus, and you like send us now some part of it. Like before they were just like, yo, dude, we're going to like, you know, send you a bunch of bits, a bunch of gifties and stuff, and you're going to share, you know, like half of that with us. There was a lot of those offers. There was even like a huge investigation in Turkey. They got like a whole like circle of people doing that SKAMAZ stuff. Well, I mean, it's not SKAMAZ towards streamers, it's SKAMAZ in terms of like they were using like carded credit cards, right? The yoinked ones, basically. Doing some money laundering there. So there was like a whole bunch of people actually involved who got caught. And it's still going, because even after that, I still was like sometimes in my opening the spam folder, and there was like all those like offers there, like, yo, bro, we're gonna like, and I was just kind of like sitting there like, yeah, dude, good luck. I ain't getting shit anyway, so even if you try, you're not gonna get anything anyway, so it's pointless. So now I guess there might be some services like that involved too. We'll see. I hope Twitch will kind of figure that out. Hope Twitch will figure that out. They probably will. I mean, basically to like, if we assume it's going to be like 500 per month, you need 3 months, 1,500. That gives you 20% increase. So to make it kind of worth, you need to be making 7,500 per year. And that amounts to how many subs per month? Per month. That's gonna be so like 200 will get you 500 per month. So like over 200 subs you need to make it worth. So actually, it's just not really financially rational then, if you think about it. Maybe that's why they put like 350, just because they did some calculations on that. Because yeah, you already need to make it worth SKAMAZing the system. You need to make pretty much like over 10,000 bucks per year from your subs. And that already puts you kind of like close to like 300 anyway. So 300 is 750 per month, and multiplied by 12. Yeah, that's basically it's gonna be kind of pointless unless the SKAMAZ will be involved and they use some sort of like shady money, so they can offer you that cheaper. Then maybe those services will work. Otherwise, if they plain just buy subs from some different region for $1 per month or something, then nah, not really gonna work. So I guess maybe they took that into account and calculated around that, and that's smart. So there's gonna be maybe not a lot of services like that going around, but the overall good change. Like if you do good, if you pump, if you try to get those subs and everything, use all the sub goals, all the like sellout strats and everything, Twitch gets more money, and you get 20% more money. So for a year, and then you will need to pump again for 3 months. Not too bad, not too bad. More money for streamers equals good. Alright, let's go. What else? What else? Some people already got their Final Fantasy 16 PlayStation 5 discs 1 week before release. Well, the classic. Before some people already start streaming and start getting banned. The usual. Critics didn't really like Layers of Fear. Without a lot of hype, the Steam has 81% positive. That's not too bad. That is a very positive, if I remember correct, so that sounds good. So I guess critics are being kind of piggy again. Digital Foundry actually says the 30 FPS limit for Starfield is good. Damn, son. How much did they pay you? Apparently they're saying, I guess, that the picture is so good that it's better to limit frame rate that then decrease the quality, I guess. Better than fluctuating. I mean, true. Yes, it's like very beautiful. Well, we'll see, I guess. Oh, we'll see. Don Howard compares Starfield with Red Dead Redemption 2. According to him, both games provide you with full immersion. I mean, we'll see. We'll see about that. If we get that glorious immersion there. Red Dead in space, yeah. A mobile developer Hilo Games shutting down after 23 years. Damn, son. Totally not the best time to be a game dev, I guess. Krafton opens new studio on Relu Games to develop deep learning titles. Them AI games, man. It's coming. It's coming. Skull and Bones beta changed to PC only. Damn, son. Not gonna do the consoles? Come on, man. Is it that bad? The robot in Starfield, I see. Hundreds of recorded names. Well, I mean, it depends if they got like it could be AI, but they would need to get the permission from the voice actors then, I guess, to allow it to analyze their stuff and use it to automate it. Gonna get some PPG maybe. No Xbox-owned studios are making games that run on Xbox One anymore. So Xbox moving on from the previous gen now. Rockstar Games co-founder resurfaces with new media company looking to work in games, film, books, graphic novels, and podcasts. Damn, son, I do a little bit of everything, I see. And then the idea is of the company is narrative, philanthropy, ultra-violence. The combination, man. The combination. Let's see. What else? Some previews of Immortals of Aveum already coming out. More Doom than Magic Call of Duty, but it's far too serious for its own good. Alright. Hey Ryan, hello. How we doing? How's it going? A developer in the Skull and Bones Discord has said that the test was never intended to be for console, despite players being given the opportunity to sign up via PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. I think the last test, our boys who were in the closed beta, they were on PlayStation 5 if I remember correct, so I'm pretty sure it probably was intended for consoles initially, but something went wrong, eh? Something went wrong there. Grasshopper manufacturer wants to release the remaster of Shadow of the Damned on all current platforms. Oh, it wasn't there the Grasshopper kind of like show or something last night, I think, or something, or night before. Let's see, maybe it'll say what else. Well, what else did they show there? If they did, if they actually did. Let's see. EA says AI regulation and unionization could negatively impact business. Damn, that's some gigacorp shit there. No shot, bro. Don't want any unions, don't want any AI regulations. Kick. Yeah, Hideo Kojima got another famous guest. This time it's Nicolas Cage. So as we were joking, but seems like he actually caught him there backstage, I guess. Kojimbo getting them all. Kojimbo gets them all there. It's 30 next Monday again, I see. I like played it plus 28 supposedly today. It is quite warm. At least it's not that sunny, so it's kind of manageable, but I think AC is coming soon already. And the demo version of Lies of P on PC got the mod that adds weapons and gear from Bloodborne. And what a twist. The Bloodborne on PC at least that way then, alright. Phantom Liberty DLC for Cyberpunk 2077 not gonna have any new romance options. Damn son. Unlucky. And Diablo 4 players criticizing Blizzard for nerfing the dungeons. True. Removing amount of mobs in the dungeons. How about you increase in other dungeons then? Huh? Now the Coomer's gonna do, yeah. True. Initially, Avowed was supposed to be the Obsidian's response for Skyrim. But then Obsidian decided to reduce the scale. And I think that's good, especially for Obsidian. Like, they're not really super well known for some giga open worlds anyway. Better make some more focused experience, I would say. Yeah, removing mobs in RPGs, like that's the beauty of ARPG. Like, but it might be some like useless, kind of like pointless mobs, but there should be a lot. You should like, feel the heat, feel the explosions and everything when you blast them. See what they say. Doesn't sound too bad then. Star Ocean, the second story remake, leaks via Square Enix website. Isn't this? No, it's Sea of Stars. Okay, I mixed it up. Too many seas of all kinds. Sea of Stars is the new one from the Messenger devs, and the Star Ocean is like the old JRPG. All right, I got confused there, man. It was like which remaster, second story remaster. Like it's the first game coming, but yeah, that's the Sea of Stars. That's a different story. That's a different story. In the fresh report, People Can Fly mentioned unannounced AAA game connected with one of Microsoft franchises. The budget is approximately $30-50 million from Bulletstorm authors. Wasn't it initially just a group of people basically who were working on Gears of War first? Who just kind of like got split there and they made Bulletstorm? Maybe they're going back to the roots there or something? Even though like Gears of War with 30-50 million bucks budget, it's probably not gonna be super epic, but I mean, it might be good though. That's the main thing. And Mortal Kombat 1 stress test will be held from 23rd to 26th of June. I'm gonna start sending invites 21st of June. So you can apply for the stress test in there. Embracer Group has big plans for Lords of the Rings a franchise. They're planning to make it into one of the biggest gaming franchises in the world. And well, I mean, they got like a very solid first step into that, that's for sure. The start is already good, eh? Phil Spencer reacted for the criticism for the lack of translations in Starfield for some languages. Unfortunately, they can't release localizations for every game in every region. Well, I mean, kind of true. I saw people are like memeing even like why is like Microsoft molding that Sony is more prevalent in the console market and everything. Well, because God of War and Horizon translated each for like 25 or something languages, right? And Starfield gonna be like 7 or 9 languages. But the thing is, like, bro, you take like a huge ass fucking RPG, and you take, like, boy, with the dialogue file is like a few pages probably, right, and everything, and it's like a little way easier, kind of. It's a little bit easier to translate that, so you can't really compare, but still, it's not some multi-dollar company. I'm pretty sure they can do that. Just learn English. Well, that's what I'm telling my friends already for a while. It's totally, especially nowadays, that's totally a good way to go. See what they see. I mean, why not? Sounds good. That sounds like a good stockpile type. Yeah, Valve got released the Steam update with big improvements and functions. A refreshed visual part, Changing the in-game overlay and the new tools. That's nice. And apparently it's actually pretty good. So why not? People are kind of fine with that mostly. That's already a rare thing. Cyberpunk 2077 director says the CD Projekt Red's work culture has improved. We'll see about that one. Well, considering how much time they took to make a DLC, maybe. Maybe. Work culture improved under beatings, yeah. I guess. Dead Cells is getting a 10-episode series from the makers of a wonderful animated trailers. Damn, son. The Dead Cells show now. A not nice person is in the Hurenson. I think that's how the pasta goes, wasn't it? Yeah, we know the classics, the classics. Yeah, there's some like Dwarf previews there. Dwarf looks to evoke the best parts of Command and Conquer, a look and feel. That one looked nice. That would be if campaign is there and campaign is good. I'm so down there. That would be amazing. Mikwak, hello. How we doing? Overwatch 2's reworked PvE mode runs $15 for permanent access. Brother. Here's your PvE, boys. Just a little, a little shaved there. And for 15 bucks, but it's there. It's there. Nice, quack, nice. Sure is. Almost. Almost. And the head of development of Cyberpunk 2077 sequel now is the game director of Phantom Liberty expansion. Well, I guess, the quality of Phantom Liberty will be sorta a demo version how the sequel might be. Somewhat. Somewhat. So we'll see. Bruh. Holy shit. Where's clapping? Where's clapping? Hide him. Don't tell him. Might and Magic. Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition getting a demo next week and a full release in July. Damn, son. What is this even? That sounds like some mobile shit. Even though it says like the demo and everything, so I guess maybe not. Like I hear Clash, I think of, Oh no, it's not. Well, yeah, it was for DS. Released for DS and developed by Capybara. Oh, the Capybara meta continues. Huge departure for the normally grognardy Might and Magic series. Fleet-footed, charming, and oddly relaxing. So maybe it is kind of something somewhat feeling mobile. This is the Might and Magic we deserve, eh? At least it's not completely dead then, you know. They still remember about the franchise. No, it's not worth replaying now. Right now, it's not worth replaying. It's gonna be worth replaying when the DLC is out. And even before. It's not worth yet. They said it's better to play when the DLC is out, because DLC gonna add a bunch of stuff, and right before DLC there's gonna be update. It's also gonna change a bunch of stuff. There's gonna be new endings, maybe multiple, I'm not sure, in DLC, after DLC when you continue the game, so you better wait for that, I would say. Like, you're able to just launch it from the menu also, but it's better to wait when it's out, and probably just gonna go for the full playthrough then, just to get all the new stuff. Yeah, no, yeah, seems like it. Seems like it. Unity's data indicates that 2022 was a challenging year for mobile game revenue. Well, that's why probably studios are being closed. A trend that might continue into 2023, and seems like it does. And no Cyber Gwent, yeah. Yeah, might be. I don't want. I'm like not looking forward to the open world stuff, but actually, it's still probably gonna be fun for a while. I still remember some things though, so that's kind of not that good, but we'll see. I probably will replay, but I think that's gonna wait. It's all gonna be about the Todd first, I would say. I would say. Yeah, a bunch of gameplay of Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon appeared, with some previews. Well, we'll see. And then people making the tabletop stalker with a collector edition for $200. $200 for collectors nowadays is not too bad, man. They fucking charged like 150 already for some deluxe editions almost, so you know. Not too bad. Prince of Persia Lost Crown isn't a reboot, but you could call it the Sands of Time prequel. Let's see. Armored Core 6 is the least surprising FromSoft game I've ever seen, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The least surprising? I mean, like, between, like, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and I guess I haven't played, so I'm not gonna, like, but I assume that Elden Ring 2, I don't think there was, like, a lot of surprising stuff in there, like you see when you play. To be honest, between those. The boss in 15 minutes? Ah, not gonna miss that one. God miss that one. Thank you, sir. Gonna miss that one. Si potessi. Sad seeing all the prices. Yeah, I do agree. Prices here, for example, like in our currency, are like ridiculous, man. It's like nowadays, like the regular edition of something is like 7,000. Like, dude, 7,000 is a lot, man. Like you can live for a couple of weeks with that money like easily without really kind of like limiting yourself too much. The 7,000 I can basically go to that Uzbekian place and eat a really solid, like nice meal every day for 20 days, and even gonna have left something and even get a tea with it also, you know, easy. And that would be 7,000. So yeah, not sure about that. Not sure about that. Diablo, we kind of agreed to do it with Diablo, fine. And no regrets. I already enjoying it, and we played with friends too, like, and we're gonna play some more. So like we'll see about the evening stream. They're not gonna be long for sure. And some I'm gonna skip because we're just gonna, while everyone's still on board, we're just gonna enjoy it and play some together, probably with friends in the evening. Um, yeah, then like the league's also gonna be some comebacks and returns, so that's already kind of worth for me. But why like something single player and everything that is also of debatable quality for that amount of money? Yeah, not sure about that. Not sure about that. Prince of Persia, anything about Persia? Yeah, could be. That could be. Diablo 4 players trying to find the cow level, even though the game director said that it's not there. That'd be kind of cool if it'll actually be somehow hidden. That'll be kind of interesting. 60 euro was kind of fine. I mean, like, if we would return to like the previous AAA price, right? Like 2000, then it became 2500. Like if it would make it this increase, right? Basically, like increase in price right now is like 20%, right? So like if we would get to 3000, which is like 20% increase, right? I could kind of like, still consider. Like some games would be like easy buy that way. Like Diablo would be like I mean, it still was, right? But it would be even easier. Like Elden Ring, all that stuff for that amount of money, no problems. But now, when they charge you like 2 times more here, like the regional price is gone. It's just like, bro. If I would be earning like comparable amounts, so like $60 or like $80 even is something you can kind of like afford. But yeah, here right now it's not feasible then. Data miners would have found it anyways. Probably, yeah. I mean, they could like do something server side, I guess. Another name hijack. I think product is actually should be solid. Like if anything, gameplay looks good. That's the thing. I kind of feel it's a solid product, but they decided instead of trying to go to you for some sort of like new name, some new franchise or something, they decided to kind of like slap something recognizable on it and run like more marketing on it. And that's where we got all this like Pipiega trailer that just like doesn't fit the game. Like the gameplay looks good. I don't know. Like it looks nice. And people who played apparently, like journalists, they said it's like it plays good really. And it looks good, but like the trailer just doesn't make it good judgment and all the design decisions kinda also. Yeah, and you get like the broken shit basically on release also for those 70-80 bucks. A couple of years it might be dead. Diablo, even Diablo 3 is still alive whenever the season starts. Like, it might be alive for just a few days until people kind of done with it, but it still resurrects every like few months basically for the new season. And seasons in Diablo 3 are garbage. If they make them a little more nice, like that's what I'm hoping for, that they saw, like pattern. Like I assumed in Diablo 3 they didn't go for it because it was like the old times, right? They didn't expect that you can farm them that way, right? And then came Path of Exile that showed them that, making actually good content every season and getting people all in, hyped up and everything, and spending on microtransactions actually make you good money. And maybe now they kind of, gonna consider. I hope so. Diablo 2 server is still up. Dude, my friend on his PlayStation 5 recently just was on like some Diablo 2 binge or something. And he's not playing multiplayer, right? Usually, like he plays co-op only with his friend, right? On another PlayStation 5. And he's like not live service gamer, right? Whatsoever. He's like single player or like co-op, just like, story playthrough type of guy. And he like disappeared for like 1 or 2 months, I think, in Diablo with his friend, who is the same also, right? And they were just like grinding that stuff. So it's still alive and it's still viable, Not to mention some of the changes in Diablo 2 I actually resurrected, right? Are actually apparently pretty nice. Because other friend that we're playing together, he's like an old frog of Diablo 2, right? So he remembers all those, like the cow level where you're not allowed to kill the boss because it's gonna disappear, right? And Resurrected, they changed that, for example. You can just grind all you want, really. And like a bunch of other quality of life stuff they added. So, Diablo 4 I think will be fine. People do care about co-op in Diablo, that's the thing. It's fun. Like we're playing every evening now. That's like way more fun than just grinding solo. And some of the things are just like, more effective even to grind with people. So like if you have someone to play with, it's fun. If you don't, well, I mean, still good. Still good. So it is nice, and I don't think it's gonna be dead. Like if they will deliver, like even the old leagues like in Diablo 3, they still were working. If they will make them at least kind of like somewhat Path of Exile inspired with some new things and everything, then they're gonna work even better. Like I'm pretty sure people will be fine. Hey Alter, hello. And game with no friends is pointless. Currently, I would say it is. It's not even pointless on its own. It's just kind of like you just realize that the league is like a month away, right? And you're still gonna go in the league and just play it again from the scratch. And like, why am I playing now when I kind of want to do it then? But there's still so much time until then, so I mean, I still playing. But I'm kind of wondering, like, I don't know why they got like such long break. I have a feeling they probably just kind of want, to like Path of Exile announcement drop, right? And around that time, they're gonna drop the new leagues. You kind of like, bait a little bit of interest out of it. Like switch a little at least, right? Like at least for those who play the game actively, to switch like attention a little, maybe. But it's weird, like make it like week or two so people finish the story, right? Like put a check mark, like it's done, and then already do the league, yeah? So people can play the league and, be happy basically. But now we just need to wait for a month, and you kind of don't really want to go ham because you're gonna be going ham then. Well, that's probably just for me. A lot of people just gonna, play now. But I mean, even like in a few weeks, you already would be able to just finish the story and peace out. Like, it's not you need to go to the league. And the season rotations and everything, I see. And people have jobs 1, 2 months seems okay. I mean, like, the thing is, like, people who have jobs and everything, they probably not really gonna be that interested in leagues. Like Pony, for example, as said, right? Like, he doesn't care about that. Like, those people will still just play the story in the regular mode and they don't care. Those who are super slow or joining later, they would already probably like start on the league, and when league is over, they would be like switch to regular mode, right? It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to say what's a good way to do it. Let's see what I see. For me, that's the thing about the league. Like, I just like kind of realize, right, that this like normal mode is irrelevant. Like, I just play it, I finish the story, right? Also, like, finish the character. And like I could go like full endgame grind, but what for when like in a month or something I'm gonna go in it again, right? And grind there when it kind of matters, sorta. That's what kind of like lowering it for me, but we still play with friends, so it's kind of fine, whatever. But it's also not that bad, you know, like you played, finished, like it still was a decent amount of stuff. Just to play, to finish, then you can try some of those end game things. Like Helltide is actually kind of fun. Especially when you have someone to join with, because solo is kind of sometimes like kind of tricky to get things in time. Especially when you like just switch to tier 3, for example, and you go in without much gear and you just suffer. But if you have someone to play, it's actually fun. You get like a lot of loot, you know, a lot of all those legendary drops, you know, the dopamine is pumping and everything, feels good. Yeah, Helltide is better with someone. Not just like joining someone, or if you have like a group, we play with friends, it's super good. Hey, Mukafe, hello. Yes, Isok, I see. Well, grinding seasons is pointless when it's the same shit again and again. That I agree with you. Like I would do it once and then I probably like only would return if I kind of feel like it. Diablo 4 later? Nope. Already did my share of Diablo 4 for today. Maybe in the evening. We'll see. We'll see. But no plans for now. I already played Diablo all morning. But if like the seasons bring something new, then it's already more interesting. Let's see, Quack. I see. Yeah, one is like in a month basically. So soon, kinda. Could be, would be nice if it'll be sooner, but yeah. Still worth just returning and checking like expansions, you know, this kind of new characters, expansions and stuff. Like that even like for like basically all these expansions and stuff is like their way to monetize, you know, the average like casual player. And leagues, I hope, will be the way to monetize, you know, the no-lifers and everything. And I hope leagues will be good to monetize no-lifers. Like if it's gonna be like on Path of Exile level when they try to add some new mechanics and stuff in league, that'll be super good. That's why I kind of like want also to get like with Path of Exile 2 into it, at least try, right? Because it's nice that you have something that you're kind of looking forward to. It's kind of like MMO, but not MMO, you know? It's like MMO that you don't need to grind all the time and you can just like put on the shelf and forget about it. And like skip a bunch of time and then return and it's new and fresh and everyone starts anew and why not? That's good. I think it's only multiplayer, Pony. I think so. Maybe first campaign or something. There was something about that. I don't remember exactly. That I don't remember exactly. Something is free, but not all of it, I think. The authors of Amogus celebrated the 5th anniversary with the new update and some other collaboration there. Some other collab, crossover, I guess. The average length of Alan Wake 2 will be over 20 hours. The final result depends on a player's skills. Stormgate. Oh, I don't remember what there's going to be a test. There's going to be a test of Stormgate soon, I think. But there's no campaign. So for me, that's a nope. For me, that's a nope. Yeah, Stormgate, initially at least, it's like the PvP center game. Like it's literally just guys from like the StarCraft team who just want to create like a new, you know, accessible, available esports game. And that's pretty much what was the original goal of them. I think it's gonna be free to play even if I remember correct. But yeah, there's not gonna be any campaign, at least initially. Maybe later down the line they're gonna add some, I hope so. They're gonna have some sort of like they said co-op mode, I think. Kind of PvE co-op mode. So I assume it's kind of like skirmish against AI or something like that. But still not the same. Like strategies with no campaign just get boring for me fast. I just kind of like try different things in skirmish again, for example, right? Like different builds, different buildings, different units, and then I just kind of like quit. Done. Like management tycoon games, strategies, they all have this problem for me. I just like lose interest very fast when there's no kind of like, like tailored missions and campaigns done, where it's like some missions, some unique modifiers for it and stuff. If there's no such thing, I just get bored fast. Well, I mean, maybe campaign is planned. I don't. It's not gonna be on the test for sure, and I think they didn't mention it even like on like first kind of release. I guess it's gonna be like early access or something first. Later they maybe will add, I would assume. But for now, yeah, for now they just kind of like esports, esports, esports. Mostly. So we'll see. But I mean, it's gonna probably have some later, because a lot of all the PvP oriented things, they later realize that most of the people actually care about PvE stuff in the end. Same was with the Exoprimal, right? They made it kind of like this like PvP thingy, and then on the beta test, everyone was doing PvE and asking to add more PvE, which apparently they did. What they said acted on feedback. So I think that's gonna be probably the same, because like aiming your game just for some sort of competitive multiplayer strategy players, that's kind of like very, very niche, I would say. Very niche. According to analytics, the budget of Skull and Bones is now around $150 million. To succeed, game need to make at least 300 on the start. Damn. Are they really like running like the 100% basically margin? What the fuck? If you not double your investments, it's failure. What a nice business, dude. Yeah, what a nice business you run there. 150 million Skull and Bones. Holy shit. I have a feeling that's gonna be something. I have a feeling it's gonna be something and not something good. It did look kind of like potentially it might be somewhat fun, but considering the price and everything, yeah, not sure. Not sure. All right, this I think we pretty much saw. Dead Island 2 are gonna be getting 2 expansions and some other content. Alright, so gonna be a live serviceified, I guess. Somewhat. Starfield actually features mandatory requirement for SSD. Cyberpunk 2077 losing HDD support with Phantom Liberty. Well, seems like it's about time to start switching to them SSDs if you haven't done yet. Because looks like some games actually even dropping that now. Interesting. Nice window, nice. The rare skin. Alright, this we saw. Yes, I see. Feels bad, man. Time for that upgrade. Alright, and this I think we pretty much seen. Wasn't it? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. Alright, that's the new one. Refresh. Whoop. Yeah, so in the Yakuza show, they just showed more info on Like a Dragon Gaiden and Infinite Wealth. Alright, I see. And that's pretty much it. Oh, the tabletop is Stalker tabletop is crowdfunding now, apparently. Alright. First 2 days, they already got $2 million. That's why the tabletops are farming on Kickstarter, man, not the video games anymore. Now, the Focus Entertainment taps Ubisoft veterans to establish the Carpool Studio. That's the one that's going to be making the multiplayer project. I mean, I guess. Don't think Ubisoft has like such stellar ones there. I guess somewhat. Like Division and stuff. To some extent. I wouldn't say they're super stellar either, to be honest, but you know. At least they kinda did work. Focus Home also wants on that. A live service train. Farm demo monies. Alright, get back to the PC and get First Look Friday. The Jump Light Odyssey demo. Let's go. One sec, camera.